Good afternoon. By a show of hands, who here has heard of ANCSA, or the Alaska Native Claims Settlement Act? This act was put through by Congress on December 18th of 1971. Having grown up in rural Alaska, attending many local, state, and national tribal conferences and meetings, I have absorbed much information about ANCSA over the past 15 or so years. Okay. ANCSA is a very important act as it resolved all of the Aboriginal land claims titles disputes across the state. Okay, let's talk about the circumstances that led to ANCSA taking off the ground. So the Alaska Federation of Natives came together as a large group comprised of many tribes across the state of Alaska. They came together to be one, to go to our government, our federal government, and say, hey, we need to solve this because you're trying to take our land and it's not really yours to take. So the current Secretary of the Interior at that time, Secretary Udall, at that time was forced to work with AFN, or the Alaska Federation of Natives. In working with them, a land freeze was put into place, which meant that there could be no buying, selling, trading of those lands until the Aboriginal land claims were solved. So with that land freeze, nothing really happened as we wanted, but there was no progress that was made. Then came the discovery of oil. Once the discovery of oil happened, there was added pressure from oil companies, environmentalist groups to say, hey, you guys need to solve this Aboriginal land claims title. So with that added pressure, the Secretary of the Interior was forced to move pretty quick. Because of that added pressure, that sort of forced negotiations forward. There were many negotiations being had, most through the delegates of AFN and representatives at the state and federal level. Through those negotiations came a $962 million payout for a total of 44 million acres. That was ANCSA. So ANCSA was the act that came together and said, all right, here's the payout, here's the acres, and now that you've got those 44 million acres, let's divide it among 12 regional for-profit corporations and approximately 200 tribal corporations as well. These regional corporations were for-profit, so their goal was to make money. So that division of the $962 million went to kind of help get them going and off the ground. Each region had its own ability to manage the surface and the subsurface rights and what's the word I'm looking for? The lumber, the timber, the oil, those resources. So with the formation of those 12 regional corporations came many diverse business opportunities. Some of our corporations, like Koniag Native Corporation from my region, they do timber harvest and sale. Some of our other regional corporations are big on healthcare and service, internet, all of those fantastic things that they are able to do. So with those regional corporations, they were able to contribute to the local economies at the local, state, and federal level. The money that is made off of the resources from those 12 individual regions is shared among all of the regional corporations. Sometimes it's about 2 or 3% that is shared with the other corporations. Many jobs have come from this, and it has been pretty good for the local Alaska economy as well. Okay, so with that, I hope that your brains are not mush and that it has all made sense to you in this short time that we have been together. So, we reviewed how AFN, sort of paved the way for the corporation, or for ANCSA, and then how the creation and implementation of ANCSA has helped boost Alaska's economies in the areas. So I'd like to leave you with a sort of like a homework piece. So the next time that you meet somebody in a Indigenous setting, such as the Elders and Youth Conference, the Alaska Federation of Natives, ask them what they know about ANCSA. Are they affected? What do they know about it? Do they know anything? And can you educate them from this talk today? Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.